My glitcher? Yeah. We live.
We in there.
Is this thing on? This thing on? Yo, welcome to the NEO podcast. It's your boy Young Joe.
What up? It's your boy Brandon.
It's your boy Mike Free. What's goody?
Hey, first off, subscribe to us from wherever you're listening and watching us from. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at NEO Podcast. And as always, you can contact us by email, neopodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, and when you subscribe on YouTube, hit that little bell, get all notifications.
Ding.
Ding.
Fellas, what's up, man? How's the quarantine still?
It's old, getting old.
Trash.
Yeah, I'm done with this. Done with the quarantine. Done with being cooped up. The rap, man.
Yeah, I'm ready to get out, man. I need to get out. And the moment I do get out, I broke my foot. So.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
How you break your foot in quarantine? How you do that?
See, I was trying to step out of quarantine for a second. And
Step out of quarantine.
We can't step in the name of love, so we might as well step out of quarantine, nigga. We got to do something. Oh, we should steal this nigga music and remake this Step Out of Love into Step Out of Quarantine.
Go ahead, man. You and Brian Waves. You and Brian Waves do it.
Yeah, y'all.
Hey, yo, speaking of, man, we got a special guest today, man. A good friend of this pod, family to the pod. Brian Waves, what's happening?
Oh, what's going on? Appreciate y'all boys for having me though, for real.
Word.
Nigga, he looked just like Dak Prescott.
Man, watch out. Now, take my hat off too.
Yo, that nigga looked like a whole Instagram photo for no reason. Nigga, a whole like. Hey, yo, man. What's good, man? Everybody good? How you doing, Brian?
I'm good. Good. You funny.
Mr. Waves.
No, I'm good. Everything's good. Everybody healthy, so I really can't complain. You know what I'm saying?
Word. How the quarantine going? Everything all right with that? How you feel about it?
Everything's straight. To be honest, It's gonna last a minute though. So like.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Go back to normal. You know what I'm saying? I feel like cases gonna spike back up, and everybody gonna go into that second wave. We're gonna do it all over again. But at least we have a process to it a little bit now. I feel like.
Word.
Bare minimum, we all know a little bit more about what's going on. I remember at the beginning, nobody know nothing. It was just spreading.
Hey, yo, niggas really still don't know nothing though. We're like
I said a little bit more.
No, I think we don't know a little bit more about what's going on. We know a little bit more to how to prepare ourselves and how to move. You know what I'm saying? We got the warning that, yeah, if you're one of them stupid people, you're going to die or break your foot or some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying?
Your foot real life broke?
Nigga, that's why I'm in the office, man. Nigga, I can't move from upstairs. It's over with.
Niggas is too old to be breaking their foot, man.
Hey, yo, man.
Foot though? That's just a random.
Hey, yo, but anyway.
Nigga was playing flag football or something.
Hey, yo. Get off of him. All right? But yo, Waves, man, tell us what you got going on nowadays, man. I know you just dropped that new single, though.
Yes, sir. Dropped Deja Vu and Lambo. So they out on the marketplace right now. The two singles I just dropped. Leading up.
I've seen the numbers. Numbers is looking good, kid.
Oh yeah, appreciate it. My God.
Numbers is looking good, my nigga.
People was responding well to it, so you know what I'm saying. It was a dope rollout, dope release. So yeah.
Word.
Who else? I know you.
Checking them now.
I know you signed to Reign Forever. Who else dropped with the label? I know y'all dropped a bunch of stuff Friday.
Yeah. Ozzy and then Self. So they dropped one off Like Father, Like Son. Ozzy dropped No Option, and Self dropped another record too. So kind of tried to hit the marketplace all at one time to start pushing it, hoping to build up those platforms, especially on social media. That was kind of the idea behind that.
Oh, nice.
Word.
Appreciate the smashes. I
That's a good look.
I woke up Friday morning. I was like, dang! I thought it was just one joint hitting the web, and I dropped the whole entire bag.
Yeah, right. And like a project almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's dope, man. That's dope. We definitely need a market full of good music.
Oh yeah.
More good music, I should say.
Right.
Word.
So I know we I know I talked to you Calvin excuse me, Brian Waves.
Then you see how he be getting on me because I be slipping up, and then he just poured out the government.
You know, so
nacho cheese.
But I also know you had a conversation with Brandon. So I kind of want y'all to kind of go into y'all conversation before we get into our conversation.
Oh, we going in right now?
I mean, why not? Why not?
Yeah,
Go
why
in.
not?
Go in.
Well, I think you text me. You text me. What did you text me? I could look really quick. Start the, which was hold on a second.
Y'all boys is crazy.
He does this, man. He'll text me some random.
Oh yeah.
Thought provoking. All right, he said, as a believer, do you think owning a gun for means to protect yourself is a conflict of believing God would take care of you?
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's.
And I think I responded.
Neat.
I feel like it's my duty to take care of myself, take care of my family. But I do feel like these things are because of man-made situations. Like I feel like in the beginning in Genesis or whatever, God asked Adam and Eve, who told you were naked? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like they've been having no clothes on, but they never felt naked. You know what I mean? So I feel like in the world we live in today, it calls for us to protect ourselves because we don't know what's going on. There's so many things happening in the world that you have to be able to protect yourself. And then in the animal kingdom, the parent animals protected the children. They don't have guns, but they're there to protect the children.
They were equipped with the natural tools and resources.
Yeah. So that's what I said. I said it wasn't. I don't think it was a conflict of believing that God would take care of us, because I do think that we have free will, and everyone around us have free will, and protection is necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I don't think it's a conflict, but I think that, you know what I mean, when it comes to protecting yourself or protecting your family, that's within. I don't think God looks at as us and judges us because we got guns. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token too, the person who has to question that because they have a faith that is as big as it's supposed to be in God, that questions that, probably shouldn't get it done. You feel what I'm saying? A person that believes in God to that extent and trusts God to that extent probably should continue to do that. And I think God would actually be their God. You understand what I'm saying? But when you have a person like myself who my faith is public. I believe in guns. I believe in protecting, and I believe that, God put me as me being who I am. You know what I'm saying? To do with, you know what I mean? My connection. I believe if it was wrong, somebody way here work it out. You feel what I'm saying? But for a person who stands a little bit more firm than I do in their beliefs and in their faith, it almost would be disrespectful to say, should I question you, God? Because you naturally feel like that. I don't naturally feel like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep. Naturally feel like what? What do you?
I don't naturally feel like am I doing something wrong? God, am I questioning you? Am I going against you? That's me and my battle. Your battle's completely different. We all have our different battles and we all have our different conversations. So it's not about right or wrong or conflicting. It's about your relationship might be a little bit different where you are one of the ones that don't have to worry about that. God got you. But there's a lesson for me to do it. There's a different type. I'm not up questioning God. What I am is if you say you love God, then love God. If you say you respect God, then respect God, and have a relationship and understanding with God. That's it. You feel what I'm saying? And when you conflicted in something, lean on God. Just go God's way, and you good. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think there's a conflict of interest, but I don't think it's something that should be a long thought out process. You know what I'm saying? There's some people who got it. If that's the case, then everybody would be ordained ministers and this, that, and the third. There's some people who have certain parameters and bubbles around them. We all got our own bubbles. You know what I'm saying? Mine might come with a chapter. Yours might come with a Bible. You never have to use your Bible. You can use your Bible 100 times in life. I'm never going to use my chapter, hopefully. You feel what I'm saying? So who weapon was more efficient? You see what I'm saying? It's all about, and if you want to jump into my joint, that kind of is a great segue to our conversation.
No, let Mike speak on that and see what.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I believe that you were put on this earth, like you said, the animal kingdom. They were here long before us. They protect their cubs and their pups and all that good stuff by whatever means that they know how to. And that's the same how I feel about us humans. We protect our people however we feel possible, either with a gun, a bow and arrow, sticks, flames, whatever you want to do. Just protect your family. Protect what's yours. And all that good stuff. I don't even judge nobody but the belief of God, and if you're questioning him, I don't even leave that over there.
Mm-hmm.
I met a dude who he don't believe in guns. He don't believe in any type of guns. He judged preachers. He was a preacher. He judged preachers for owning guns. If you're a preacher and you own a gun, he's not coming to your church. He ain't doing business with you. He ain't rocking. He just feel like if we're preaching, when you die, you move on to see God. And we have songs like "I'm going up to yonder," you know what I'm saying? Like,
what church were you at, man?
I'm just saying, and they talk about, you know what I'm saying, the streets of gold and all the old, but if that's what you're preaching, then why is knowing God and having a relationship with God not strong enough? You understand what I'm saying? Why you not like the Muslim community and be excited to go see the person that you believe in if you believe this is going to happen? You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of a contradiction. Me personally, I don't read that deep into it. Like I said, I don't care. I don't care what nobody do with their soul. Do that. I can't tell you if you're wrong or right. You feel what I'm saying?
I just think that majority of people have some type of fear of dying. And that's what, if nobody feared dying, it won't be no reason to protect yourself. You feel what I'm saying?
Just be what?
I think that's supposed to be what separates a believer in God and a non-believer in God. The believer in God ain't supposed to be.
The thing is, most believers are on a journey, and we're not completely 100% on that side. We're still human beings, and we're on a journey to get to a higher percentage on that side. You know what I'm saying? That's majority of the world. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't the super duper, monk of the Christian community that's already all the way connected and stuff like that. Most of us are on a journey to get more connected. And in that journey, we, there is a fear of death, maybe.
Are we though? Is the majority of people trying to figure it out, or are willing to listen to listen for their direction, or are they trying to create their own? That's what me and Calvin was talking about. I think the way a lot of preachers, I think the way a lot of people pray is stupid and disrespectful. You feel what I'm saying? I won't say it's stupid. I'm sorry, but I think it's disrespectful when you say, you know what? I've been fortunate enough to live. Hear me closely. I've been fortunate enough to live underneath the line in life where I don't have no choice but to believe in God. You feel what I'm saying? I don't have no choice but to believe in, whatever next move I have, you put in front of me, I'm taking it because I believe in you. You feel what I'm saying? And I just feel like when you sit back and you say, you know what, you try to structure and control your life, and then ask God to say, well, I got this interview, Lord, and I need you to look into the interviewer's heart and allow me to get this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, why can't it be, Lord, I got this interview, and if it's right for me, then you'll have it. But I'm thanking you for whatever. I feel like prayer should be about worship and begging for understanding. That's it. All your all your extra nonsense is nonsense. I feel like at the end of the day, when your thought process don't work out, you look for God to figure it out for you anyway. So why not just say, hey, I'm not going to disrespect you by saying you don't know what you're doing. I'm going to just thank you for my situation regardless. I don't need no favors. You're giving me enough. You feel what I'm saying? At this point in time, I just want to be a puppet to you. Just work through me, my man. You know what I'm saying? Have me do as this. If you feel like I'm going in this direction and it's not right, please help me understand it. However you may feel fit. But me praying for this car, me praying for this, that, and the third, me praying for all this stuff that really don't matter in the eyes of God is disrespectful. You praying for, your person told you need to go to school and be a dentist your whole life, but you're an excellent musician. You praying to God all day long, Lord, please help me pass this test. Please help me this. Please help me juggle this. But the studio wins every time, and then you find yourself frustrated. Instead of just saying, hey, you know what, maybe the studio is just the way. Instead of praying for God to help me control what he feel I should do, what I feel I should do, I should probably just be a vessel for him to use. You feel what I'm saying? And then move how I move. And if my life is great, then maybe I'm doing the right thing. I used two personal people I know for an example. One being you. I'm not going to say who the other person is.
Who are you pointing at, nigga? There's 4 people on my screen.
My bad, but you the main person on my big screen right now.
Like he pointing like this. I'm like, yo, all of us.
You got a person that runs around with a chicken with their head cut off, day in and day out. And everything they moved into, Lord, I need you to put your love into these people's hearts, to this, that, and the third. Lord, this, that, and the third. Lord, this, that, and the third. Lord, I need you to move through this. Lord, I need you to move through that. Lord, I need you to move through this. And they going crazy every day. You feel what I'm saying? And then you have the person who says, I don't care about the journey anymore. Like yourself. I don't care about this, that, and the third. I just want to move with what I feel is the best move for myself and my family. And that's what I'm going to do. However God feel fit for me to move, I'm going to move. And
so what I don't care about the journey mean?
You've been trying to be the next Timberland your whole life. You see what I'm saying? And you saying, yo, that's not important to me for real. At this point.
So that's detaching. That's like what I said last week. That's detaching yourself from the result. That's what that is.
So that's that. So let me finish. I don't need you to defend it. I'm actually putting.
No, I'm just correcting you. That's all I'm doing.
Cool. But you have a person like that, and you say, you know what? I just need you to just scope me the manner that I need you to. That you feel like I need to. So I'm gonna do my part by investing more into you, and I see you as a man at peace. I see you as a man that lives okay. You feel what I'm saying? Stuff is all right over your neck of the woods. It's real life Bill Cosby over there. You feel what I'm saying? But then you have the other person who, in the name of Jesus, I want to control everything in front of me versus just sitting and freak back and listen. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel like niggas got it wrong, man.
I feel like that's surrendering. You know how people say, let go and let God, and you know, just surrendering from ego consciousness. Basically, you're doing stuff to feed the ego. I feel like when you're trying to do things that feed the ego, that's when a lot of conflict comes into play. When you're at the point where you could surrender, because a lot of people aren't at the point where they could surrender and say, yo, it took me a long time to get to that point to be like, yo, all right, wherever you got me going, I don't know where it is, but I'm just going. You know what I'm saying? And then you're just looking for those nudges when God try and put you in the right direction. They're just looking for those nudges so you can move or whatever. But it takes a long time for people to get to that point where they want to when they're able to surrender from what they want in their mind and what they want, what they feel they want in their hearts. You know,
I think it just takes breaking traditional beliefs, man. I think it just takes breaking traditional stuff.
So how do you do that? That's hard when you're on tradition all the time.
You said what?
That's hard to do. When
that hard to do stuff. That hard to do stuff, nigga. It's hard to live. It's hard to struggle. It's hard to go through the shit that you go through, trying to scope it yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't know what 15 years from now is gonna look like to me. But I know what 15 years ago looked like. You understand what I'm saying? And that was hard. So me saying, yo, at this point in time, yo, I don't even care about this no more. I just want to understand it, Lord. Just give me understanding.
How long did it get to you to get? How long did that? How long did it take for that to happen?
Oh, a long time.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying is I just feel like niggas are still repeating that though. I feel like a lot of people get to that point. I feel like a lot of people are at that point now, and they're still hoping. It's almost like believing in the ain't shit father. Like that kid still believes. You know what I'm saying?
That father is what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Those things are hard to overcome.
Nah. Niggas don't understand, bro. I think it's just lack of understanding. I don't think it's what niggas want. Niggas really want to be happy, bro. Niggas really want to be successful. Niggas really, really, really want that. The niggas don't have the knowledge that comes with it. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas don't have the knowledge, and there's nobody out here saying, everybody's saying, yo, you probably should do this. Yo, you should do this. You should do this. You should do that. But nobody's saying, yo, I can't tell you what to do, bro. Go to God and talk to him and figure it out. Just just live your life believing in God. And everything would be it would serve a complete purpose. Like, success is mental. When your life is mental. If we get a grip on being comfortable with God and knowing that, okay, so this is for a reason. I had a conversation with my woman and was like, yo, do you think that us being together may be hindering us from God? Maybe the reason why I end up doing this is you end up, and Do you maybe think that? Do you maybe think the heartbreak that comes from actually finally cutting all ties would bring us closer to God? You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have these type of
How
stuff.
hard is that? If that was the reality, how hard would it be to do that?
It'll be difficult, but understanding and I'm blessed to have the fact that I have it in my heart now. She has it in her heart. We're able to talk about it. We would both look at that situation as such a different thing, and that would ever have came from understanding. That never would have came from that thought process. That pain that would have came with it, it's a lot more easier. Do you understand what I'm saying? That doggone, what's that opioid? That opioid is a little bit more easier when it's for a reason that you understand. You feel what I'm saying? Walk is easy, my nigga. Yeah, like niggas, we are in the worst freaking time of our lives right now, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like before, nigga, you keep a steady check coming in. You stay faithful to your girl, and you stay in your kids' lives. You're a good nigga. You don't got to worry about nothing. Nigga. You don't got to worry about age. You don't got to do nothing. Now you just walk outside, nigga. You die. You dead. You feel what I'm saying? But I know I'm at my most peacefulest time because I'm seeing the benefits for just seeing different things, moving different. You understand what I'm saying? Knowing that, okay, well, this is for a purpose. So how should I be moving with this? You know, I actually always wanted to do this. That's crazy. Well, it's an eye opener for you. When you have understanding, it's an eye opener, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like just that. Niggas be trying to control their own stuff that was already freaking written, my nigga. I don't get it.
How you feel? How you feel, Waze?
Go ahead, Mike.
How you feel about all that?
I'm about to say the same. Well, the same way you're talking about. You feel like it's kind of disrespectful to pray when something's already understood. Like God already knows what you need, so why are you praying for it, essentially? And you just said, why are you trying to change something that's already written, like it's already determined? So kind of jump back to your statement about, or what you had to say about the guns and whatnot. It can be looked at as the same thing. Like, why are you trying to go out and protect yourself and stop the inevitable when I already wrote what was supposed to happen?
Because me personally, I'm not that strong in faith that like that. I'm cut differently. I don't have that. That's not in me. That's not my different thing. And I think God understands that. You feel what I'm saying? Just like I didn't believe that this was possible, but it took this what I really believed in not to work for me to say, all right, you got it, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So maybe it's gonna take me being in a situation and that thing jammed, and I can't, you know what I'm saying? And I still live, and his jam. And this is, understand the third. At the end of the day, I'll deal with that. But what I can do is ask for God's grace that was promised to me and say, Lord, if this ain't right, then let me know. However way you let me know, let me know. But slinging this thing around been all right to me.
So your problem isn't, it doesn't sound like your problem is with people praying. It's the intention behind the prayer is where it seems like you have the issue with. I think
I have the issue with the control that people ask for. It's like I have it's the control that people ask for. And I was giving advice to my little sister, and I was telling her, you know, you love people for who they are, but you kind of get frustrated with how they think. And it's like, that's crazy. You can't control how people think. You feel what I'm saying? You can't control how people feel. Everybody's individual. So only thing you can do is make sure that you are a good enough person inside to be able to know what to do to help them. Because broken people hurt people. And if you're going through the same shit I'm going through, you can only give me the advice that's conducive for you. You understand what I'm saying? But when you are at a good space in your life, you have the common sense to say, bro, it ain't really nothing I can tell you, man. Only thing I can say is, yo, when you get to that point, yeah, I'm here. Because you recognize that they got to learn themselves. They got to go their own lane. They got to move. This is for a purpose. You feel what I'm saying? This is for a purpose. It ain't just to be doing it just because, oh, well, you can control it. Nigga, you can't control your life. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, man. I'm just bigger than that whole jumping all around the church and saying God in every other sentence and praying for this and letting words come out your mouth. It's like, nigga, you gotta live that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you gotta live that. You can't keep talking, oh, well, God, this, that, and the third. Like, there's food that's in the Bible that says you shouldn't eat. Why you pick a God for? You feel what I'm saying? It's like just stand on what you stand on. Just stand on it, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? And live it. And I don't think the traditional way is the way for people to actually live in peace.
Traditional way. What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean by the traditional way? What do you mean?
Traditional way of everybody should follow the same. Everybody should follow the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be the same way. Everybody's not designed to be the same way. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody, if you're gonna bring the Bible, people bring the Bible. Yo, let's bring the Bible in the church every day. But then if you look around the church and everything, half the things that is in the Bible is a contradiction to everything around. You know what I'm saying? You look at the rules of women, the rules of what we should be doing, and then sit up there and look at the first lady, and she well, that's a mark. It's just stand on it, man. Like this.
No, but what you mean? What do you mean? I still don't understand what you're saying.
What you mean? I just don't. I just think at the end of the day, if you're gonna believe that you're gonna believe in God and you're gonna have faith in God, I feel like the only way for you for you to allow God to influence your life is to listen and stop talking. Stop doing all this begging and start worshiping and actually have faith. Build on faith. Let's not build on this and build on that. Let's just build on faith. Let's build on that. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's all. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I feel like you have, when it comes to prayer, I feel like prayer should be you asking for understanding, you asking for forgiveness, and worship. That's it. And this is coming from me watching sermons where, if you want that new car, will you come bring this? And you want this.
Not watching these wild sermons.
It's not about watching it. It's about this.
It is. Your whole mind is.
No, listen. It's not about watching it. It's about the fact of, I know better, but I'm looking at a bunch of other people that don't, and it bothers me. So I say something about it. It don't affect me. I'm not going to say that, but I know better. In my lane, I could be wrong. That could be the way. That's where I could be slipping. That's why I probably don't have the Bentley, because I didn't go give the church the money for the SUV. I probably should have did that, and maybe I would have had the Bentley. I don't know, but I'm not doing it. You feel what I'm saying? But I sit back and I look at this stuff, and I'm like, yo, man, this is crazy. This is crazy. And I'm having different conversations with different people like yourself, and other people. And the best advice I can give to people is, just talk to God, bro. I can't tell you nothing.
What you about to say?
That's the advice I can give you,
Brian. What you about to say?
It's easy to let someone's big opinion block your view or something though. Because the same way you talking about the church and people being in there acting all type of ways, doing this, it almost seems like a show. You know what I'm saying? And that was my big problem my dad was a preacher, so that was one of my biggest problems I had growing up, was seeing that and kind of having that same perspective on things and stuff like that. Then I had to kind of bring it back in to like a more intrinsic standpoint, because it's very easy to let all that outside noise and whatnot kind of, you know what I'm saying, come in and influence how you worship or how you pray or your outlook on things and whatnot and your perspective. So I think that's something that as believers, and not saying having different faith than other people, but the way we go about our faith and our lives is different than the way they go about it. You know what I mean? And understanding that at the end of the day, kind of like you were saying, Mo, everything is like it's about your relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? So making sure that big opinion doesn't kind of block that.
Yeah, I know. I don't, and that's kind of the what I'm trying to get out. What I'm saying is, at the end of the day, people. I'm not saying that nobody's wrong. Whatever you do, I don't say the people who go drop their whole rent at the altar, not doing it right. I'm not saying people that blow themselves up to get to wherever. I'm not saying they're not. Why you turn into an album cover?
That nigga did too.
He did.
I'm not saying that they. I'm not saying nobody's wrong. Only thing I'm saying is stand on it. Just stand on it. Like,
what does that mean?
That means that don't tell me you believe in God and do all this, that, and the third, and then try to tell me about my life, but then panic when the light bill they pay. You feel what I'm saying? As long as you working to do what you need to do.
So who is this other guy?
So you have a whole nother person? Did you duplicate yourself?
What
the fuck is going on?
I don't know what.
You got me losing religion and stuff.
I don't know what just happened.
I know most people are, like I said, on a journey, and most people, nobody's perfect. And
that's the only point that I'm making. So at the end of the day, I just be feeling like let's start believing in ourselves and believe in God, bro. Like at the end
that's the point you're making?
That's the point that I'm making. That's the point. Stop. I don't put it to you like this. When next year, you know what I'm saying? Because we know what we expected for next year. When next year comes, there's no, I'm preparing for this, or I'm preparing for that, or I'm preparing for this. I'm everything that I know I need to be doing. That's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And then believe God that everything else will work out. You know what I'm saying? That's it. When I get into my conversation bag with God, it
ain't none of our business. That's what it ain't. It ain't none of our business. It ain't. I kind of look at I kind of all right, because I think we had a conversation before about why I go to church or whatever, and I feel like I go to church because it's something that helps me stay connected. You feel what I'm saying? So this, the church has, practices that help me stay connected. You know what I mean? And of course, the church get misused or sometimes or whatever. But to me, it's for people that don't know how to connect. You know what I'm saying? If it's not being misused. And if you go into church with an agenda, and I feel like I do, if my agenda is to go into church and, all right, see what word is going to resonate with my life today, it don't matter what's going on in that church. Am I getting that word or not?
I feel like a lot of people go to church to fill voids with the church and not God. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like there's certain people that need to hear gospel music to talk to God, to hear a preacher, to be in them realms of a church to talk to God. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like
and they may need that for a season. You feel what I'm saying? They may need that because they can't get it. It's so much everything else everywhere else.
But this is coming from the conversation of what happens is we lose the churches due to this corona stuff. You feel what I'm saying? That's where this is coming from. I don't know if everybody's aware. This is coming from that conversation. You feel what I'm saying? I know that's what me and Calvin was talking about. I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of this is coming from that conversation. You know what I mean? So I didn't bring that up, but this is my mindset. My mindset is, I don't know what nobody facing. I don't know what we're going through, where it's going to be. Churches might be fine. But if that's the case, you feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when you stop making those places available for the people who need that, niggas need to start hearing, yo, you need to just know that you are the church. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas need to start hearing that versus trying to go back and do the traditional stuff because you're not getting the traditional effect. You feel what I'm saying? I'm sure when you sit, when we young, I'm sure when we look back and listen to Shirley Caesar tapes, we'd be, that's dope. But boy, if we was in the crowd when Shirley Caesar was singing, we'd be boo-hooing. You feel what I'm saying? I know, speaking for myself. It's just it's a different effect. So I think at the end of the day, focusing on God and not the church is the ultimate goal, is all I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying? And if we get off the traditional stuff and start just making it personal and authentic and stop trying to follow what Brandon does, what Mike Free does, what Brian Waves does, instead just do your own thing and have your own, in the words of you, Brandon, core, we straight. Niggas are straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging niggas for what they do. I'm not. I know. I've seen preachers take a drink. I've seen niggas do this. I feel like I'm way more spiritually inclined than a lot of niggas on the pulpit. But at the end of the day, the only nigga who got this soul is me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just want niggas to just believe in themselves and believe in hearing and listening for God's conversation versus somebody else's conversation. That's all I'm saying.
Word.
Believe in yourself and God.
So, speaking of believing in yourself, Bryant Waves, the process of making those songs that you just put out, how was it?
It took a minute, to be honest.
How do you feel about being a good rapper now?
Oh man, let him answer one question at a time.
How I feel? Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. But Lambo was nice, you know what I'm saying? That was a fun record to make, especially because it's different, you know what I mean? It sounds different too. So that was,
Wi-Fi acting a little crazy.
No, it's good now, I think.
You good? We good now.
But Lambo was a fun one to cut because it's different, you know what I mean? It sounds different, everything like that. The process to actually make the song, I would say, took about an hour or two.
Oh.
Yeah. So it wasn't that long at all, really. And then Deja Vu came quick because that was more of a rap style record. So that was a whole lot easier to get off than actually sitting down and really taking I guess you say, conscious effort with the lines. And Mo talking about being a good rapper. You can't out rap me. You not. Stop it.
Yo, listen to me. Listen. Let me say this publicly.
Oh God.
I'm not trying to out rap you, young bro. I just appreciate the artist that you have become now versus when you started. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
Nah, but you was we already knew what he could have been. From the
No, I helped it. I was there. I put the battery in his back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a check when he gets that Grammy. I'm definitely gonna be part of the speech.
He funny, dog. He funny. Nah, but it was definitely between Mo and Coach really for getting me into music. I remember going over to Coach's house and recording the first couple of songs. You know what I mean? And
I just listened to them John Stu in my email the other day. Crash. Horrible.
Right.
It's a process, so I'm good with it. I'm
Yeah.
good with it.
Definitely.
Yeah. How do you keep up with being with the transition and staying grounded? The transition from being the high school football star to the college kid to the business nigga to Slash being a rapper, Slash doing this, and still having the mind capacity to put God in front of all of that to have conversations about owning the gun. Like, how do you still stay grounded? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you start being successful, you know, life changes, things happen. You know, women come, money come, influences come, you know what I mean? Women come, you know what I mean? And they come. If you do it right, they come. I promise. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
how do you stay grounded though?
I think the easiest way for me to stay grounded is anytime I have a feeling about anything, really, I don't fight it. So like that's helped out a lot, being able to move in sync and like 365 with yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you do so many things, I feel like that's what gets a lot of people in trouble. You know what I mean? Is you try to stop yourself from feeling a type of way about one thing, and that it's really natural. You know what I'm saying? But you start to get this conflict with yourself. You start going back and forth with yourself and whatnot. So anytime I have a feeling to do something, whether it's create, write down a business venture, you know what I mean, talk to God, it all works in a cycle with each other. It's almost like I don't keep one side of me from the other side of me. You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, I think that's really how.
Yeah, that was a real profound answer, and I got a question for you. Based on you making giving that profound answer, right? Is DMX to your top 5?
Let's go.
What? No. What the fuck? What? DMX in my top 5? Top 5 what?
Yeah, he young, man. He wasn't.
I don't care. That nigga, yo, he should be. He should.
And he was living down here. There's mad reasons why DMX ain't in this.
Yo, did you switch hats?
I did.
Yo, you guys switch backgrounds now.
No problem.
This dude Mo be thinking everybody's supposed to be this having the same everything at the same time. This dude, man, how many? You like 10 years younger than us or more?
Yeah, facts.
DMX didn't even rap while he was alive.
Yo, Mr. Waves, did you go back study music? Yes or no?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you.
You lying?
Nah, I didn't.
Nigga, yes, you did. You went back and listened to mad niggas. You picked me up listening to niggas. You learning this and learning that and learning the origins of. Nigga, that was your homework, nigga. You didn't do it? That nigga lied in our answer that.
Nah, but like certain artists, I feel like called for that though. And to be honest with you, at the time, DMX ain't show up on that list, so kind of.
So who your top 5 then?
Remember, he's younger, so.
So I'm curious now. I want to know.
But I gotta throw Drake in there.
Okay.
He got a spot.
Brandon just got him. Brandon got.
No, that nigga likes me.
There's no denying this man. That's all I'm saying.
That nigga Drizzy.
Kendrick.
Top 10.
And I'ma always say Cole.
Whoa. See, I'm old enough to understand shade when I hear it.
I'ma always say Cole.
That always say Cole, meaning you thought that nigga album was trash.
Nah, it had nothing to do with that. I'ma always say Cole because he one of my favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? So like, I saw him in concert and everything. I'm an overall fan, so like that's why he's in my top 10.
You just loyal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. I get it. All right.
You got 2 more.
Got 2 more.
Young Thug.
Wow.
Woo.
I ain't even mad. I'm not. Yo, real talk.
I'm not mad at that either.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not mad at that either.
The fifth a toss up, to be honest.
Between who?
It's a couple of them, and I feel like I know I'm gonna get some looks.
Hey, you, man.
Hey, yo, get the hang up button ready.
You, man.
But it's between Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, and Eminem.
Yo, that fifth spot crazy.
Hey, either one of them is fire.
Eminem up out of here, though. Get Eminem out of here.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, why?
Yes, you can't.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
Lil Wayne and Jay-Z.
Yeah, Eminem too. What you mean? Eminem.
Yeah,
You can't say get him up out of here like he a peasant. That's not.
That's not what I'm saying. But if we got, why niggas do that, man? If we only got room for one spot, two niggas gotta go. So okay, get Eminem up out of here. Now let's deal with
You getting them up out of here. You getting them up out of here.
who else not getting them up out of here?
Eminem?
Eminem between out of them three, who else not getting Eminem up out of here first?
Yo, all three of them is in my.
No, answer my question. No. What I'm saying is,
most likely I'm getting Lil Wayne up out of here first.
Before Eminem?
Before Eminem. But I do know how important Lil Wayne is, and I do know that he deserved one of them spots too if I was Calvin. You feel what I'm saying? Because
that nigga influenced everything.
Everybody on probably everybody on this top 5.
Yep.
But yeah, Eminem is I still think he just ridiculous with the words, yo. And if we talk about rap,
I agree. Rapping.
Okay, you talking now? We okay.
It's not easy to get him up out of here. To me.
Get him out of here, just cause.
All right. So based off of, we always do this top 5 stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but based on classic albums,
Eminem got like 3.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying if we had a top 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so we still on Jay and Eminem and Lil Wayne. So we're talking classics. How many? Eminem got 3?
I think so.
How many Wayne got?
Eminem first 3 albums is classic.
How many Wayne got?
To me?
Classic?
Yeah, to me, Wayne probably got none.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Classic albums?
Carter 3 was fire.
You said classic, man.
Huh?
Carter 3 might be the closest.
Man. Stop saying what's fire and what's not fire.
Carter 3 was a classic, my nigga.
Carter 3.
Carter 3 was a classic, my nigga.
Yeah.
Carter 3 was when he said, "You can't stop me, even if you stop me."
Hey, yo, that nigga, that was a classic. His Gangsta Grill was a classic. His mixtape, what was the mixtape that was a classic?
He probably got more classics in the mixtapes than albums.
Yeah.
I mean, well, we just talking about bodies of work. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was talking about, everything. I wasn't really talking about albums.
You said albums.
Switching up like the weather, nigga.
You said albums.
Albums.
You said
How many classics Jay got?
Whew. Wait.
All right. Be real.
All right.
Black Album.
Black Album, definitely.
Classic.
Blueprint, classic. To me.
Blueprint 1 or 2?
To me, 1. What?
Meet the Parents is on Blueprint 2, bro.
Understandable. I'm not counting that out.
Records. It could have been.
That's one of my favorite songs by Jay-Z.
Too many records, though.
American Gangster, classic.
Definitely.
Is that a classic?
What?
Is it a classic?
Yes.
That's a classic. That's a classic.
What songs on there you remember, bro?
All of them. Party Life.
I was just listening to that joke. Falling with Brown.
Yeah.
Magic.
We need a
non-skip. No skips on there. No skips up there.
No, American Gangster.
I probably
only song I skip on American Gangster is Hello Brooklyn.
I might skip Pray. I might skip.
What song you skip on the Black album?
None.
No songs?
None.
I don't skip not one song.
Y'all go straight through the Black album.
Yes.
Brandon, we used to do it every single day.
Yeah,
that don't matter.
That makes it a classic. We don't do.
No, that don't make it a classic because today, I'm skipping.
Today I still play it, and we'll go through it from top to bottom with no skips.
The only J album that I do that from beginning to end is Blueprint. I sit there and listen to Blueprint.
Yeah, Blueprint definitely another one.
I can do that with Blueprint.
And I sit there through the extra songs at the end.
Hey yo, can 444 be considered a classic?
Not yet.
I did, yeah. I haven't listened to that just since the year it came out.
We gotta see how it aged.
But the impact and the knowledge and what he did was kind of dope. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like he kind of opened up the lane for niggas to hear more shit, more type of shit like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what he always do.
And I think it was right in
all his albums did the same thing.
I'm about to say that. He always do that.
All his albums did the same thing.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, if you really think about it.
So you gotta put Jay in that fifth spot. That's what.
That's crazy.
What's up, Bryant? What's up, man? Who you got for the fifth spot?
That nigga said.
It's your opinion. Don't let none of us persuade you. It's your opinion.
I mean, they just such different artists, but I appreciate Jay for the gems he dropped, so that's why I give him the fifth spot.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean,
yeah.
Well, there you go.
Hey, but y'all,
What'd you say? Say it again.
I said I feel like Drake got the best album to drop out of all of them. Though I think Take Care, personally.
Yo, nobody disputes Take Care was a classic.
That ain't my favorite Drake album, but I get it.
Yeah.
But are you saying Take Care was more of a classic than Blueprint?
Who's saying that?
Who's saying that?
I'm asking Mr. Wade.
He trying to start some shit. That's what he doing.
Yeah, because that's not, you do. You think so?
You think so? Take Care is more of a classic than Blueprint by Jay-Z.
It's definitely gonna be
For him.
For him, that's cool. That's cool.
It's definitely probably because of his age. It's got to be his age.
It got to be the age. Cause
our entire generation, though, really.
Yeah. That whole generation with that Drake came.
It's somebody in your generation that was
with that sense
listening to our generation music with them older brothers.
Drake was.
Hey, yeah. So who's the most lyrical? Who's the most lyrical?
Jay, it was like, okay, all right, I know what to do now.
Hey, Waves, who's the most lyrical in your generation?
I know the answer to that already.
Let him define lyrical, because we got.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. What do you define as lyrical?
Deliverance, flow, and cadence.
This nigga said deliverance. Delivery.
Delivery. Okay.
I'm like, this nigga still in the church.
Oh man, let's go.
You know who the answer is, man. It ain't even this hard.
I forgot. It ain't that hard neither.
It ain't.
It's not. But
it's Kendrick. It's Kendrick.
Easy.
It's Kendrick.
Oh.
Drake. Ooh.
Drake cannot outright Kendrick Lamar. You fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's not what you said though.
Who's more lyrical?
You said, yeah, bro.
You said Drake is more lyrical than Kendrick Lamar?
You said, bro. You said delivery, right? You said cadence.
And flow.
Yeah.
Cadence and flow the same thing, I think.
Yeah. Okay, but nonetheless, Kendrick Lamar flow goes like this.
Hey, Some of that Simpson, hey, hum ticka pum ticka pum tum
He's
hey.
gonna be crazy. Crazy. He switch it up every time. Like even his feature songs, he be
Drake is dope. Drake is in my top 5.
Yo, Drake, they
Way
both
more
be saying
competitive than Kendrick Lamar.
Drake be saying some stuff that's just sit heavy. And Kendrick do the same thing too though.
Yeah.
But Drake is
more personal.
More personal. That's what I was about to say. More personal.
But we ain't talking about personal. We talking about talent, ability. Kendrick is out rapping Drake, my nigga. Kendrick out rapping your whole top 5, except Eminem.
I put Drake up against Kendrick before I put I put Eminem up against Kendrick.
That's
Hey, yo, wait a minute. Arguably, Kendrick washed Eminem.
Washed.
Washed.
Stop saying that shit.
On that one song?
The song they did together, Kendrick washed Eminem, my nigga.
Wasn't a wash.
I don't think so.
It wasn't a wash.
It was a wash.
Nah.
It was a wash. It was a wash.
Eminem went crazy. And Eminem let him get his junk off.
Okay, nonetheless.
And Kendrick.
The only nigga fucking with Eminem, period, is I don't know.
What you about to say?
The only nigga that can rock, in my personal opinion, that can rock in these conversations with Kendrick and Eminem is Andre 3000.
Nah.
You saying anything?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, sure. There's nobody who has more flow, who has more delivery in music and in hip hop than Andre 3000. That's what it is. Y'all don't have to listen to his music like that. Y'all probably just hear it.
He wasn't rapping like that when he first came out, though. He started that maybe like
Outkast.
He wasn't rapping like that. He wasn't rapping like that. And
Outkast wasn't popping like that.
Did I say that? No.
It could be changing.
I did not say that. I did not say
Why you gonna change his lyrics?
Yo. Andre 3000
was not rapping how he raps now. Then
you said anything.
I got the albums, nigga.
Yo.
Go to the stash.
Yo, that nigga still out rap any nigga we know. Besides,
not back then he wasn't.
Nah, I think his content is what carries him. I think
all of the above. Andre 3000 is what it goes.
Now
what you about to say? What the bald head man about to say?
Man, I don't know why this slipped my mind.
Uh-oh.
But my fifth spot is Jay-Z getting kicked out, M getting kicked out, and Wayne getting kicked out. And I'm throwing Kanye at fifth, so I gotta do that.
Ooh.
Another Jay-Z protege, but that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So that's age.
So you can't say that nigga the GOAT when he wouldn't have been created if it wasn't for Jay.
He wouldn't have been created.
Hey, Miss West.
That nigga would be Kanye Western. Union.
Yep, he'll be at the family reunions and stuff.
Yep. That nigga be the wedding singer. All guitar.
Nah, I feel you on Kanye though.
Yeah,
Nah. Kanye. But we talking lyrically though, like music, like Kanye.
You can say lyrically too, Kanye.
Crazy.
That nigga lyrically is ridiculous.
I don't think these niggas is rapping with Eminem and
technically.
Arguably, Kanye had the best verse on that Forever song. Arguably.
Arguably.
Blake, Kanye, Weezy, and Eminem.
Kanye
arguably had the best verse. In my opinion.
Andre 3000 arguably has one of the best verses ever on that T.I. song.
What song is that?
What's that? Sorry, something.
Yeah.
Don't play it into the speaker, man.
I'm not about to play it.
Looking into his phone like that, we get skeptical.
Nah. But that nigga, I don't know, man.
I agree.
Hey yo,
3,000, yo.
yo, Brian Waves. Brian
Yo.
Waves, where you fit at on this list?
First.
Without a question, he
You
said.
said what?
The first.
Prove it.
To me, prove it.
Oh my God, this dude trying to have
Right now.
sway in the morning. NEO in the morning,
Shout out to Lil in the
freestyle.
morning.
Yo, I need an NEO freestyle. Hey, yo, give me a do. I need an NEO freestyle right now. Let's go.
NEO
Sweet.
freestyle.
We going acapella.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Hey, can I get a topic?
Yo,
Maurice.
written. Nah, not written, not me. It's something written.
Got a white shirt on,
Yo,
making
spit
red.
something written that says a freestyle. Do it professionally.
This man says spit something written.
It says a freestyle. Do it professionally. That's a professional thing.
The
We
basics.
on.
That's it, the basics. Pretty much.
Yo. You about to freestyle?
Did this nigga just start I thought this nigga started the whole video. This nigga crazy.
But really,
You
if I
about
had
to
to talk about what?
you about to rap right now?
Yeah, I'm about to rap right now. It can be more of a spoken word piece.
All right, cool.
Let's go.
But really, if I had to talk about mental suicide being dangerous and sleepless nights away from all these angels, demons coming from different angles, would I still believe in God if I had to talk with the devil? When I understood that heaven had so many different levels. When I understood a lot of the problems inside my mind was caused by time, and a lot of these times when I rhyme, it's just a pastime. But when you think about it, as you grow older, you're supposed to get wiser. You're supposed to have a lot of wisdom, going to his kingdom where the gates is gold. I mean, eventually that shit get old because you hear the same thing over and over and over again. But life's an everyday struggle. Everybody's surrounded by their own faith, living in a bubble. It's really off the top of the dome. It's really a freestyle, still going wild. A lot of people coming out the jungle. Sometimes that's a concrete jungle, you know what I'm saying? Living in the inner city, I don't really know what that feels like. My mom gave me up at 2 months old. Shit still don't feel right. But I'm still going, a nigga kicking, pushing. Like I'm Lupe back in the day. True put me in the booth. You know, I'm here to say a couple things. Educate the people across the globe. Just keep on pushing, even though I know shit gets old. I mean, that's really all I got for y'all.
That was nice. That was nice.
What is that?
I like-
Golf claps?
Yeah.
That's that spoken word clap.
Yeah. That shit fire. That was freestyle?
Yeah, that was on top
Off the top of the head. Off the top of the head.
I like that.
Yeah.
Spitting, young man. You spitting there, young man. That's good. You know, top five.
Agree, I said, my one of a kind self.
Go back to the goat.
Owned every day like Jesus did.
Huh?
To the
Now,
goat.
we talking about rappers, though, but I don't think they really concerned about being the best rapper, though.
Oh, I think I had this conversation with them the other day.
Oh, I think everybody concerned with being the best rapper, and that's when music was fire, but now they're not concerned, so now they trash.
They're not trash, but they just got
Some are.
they got their own agenda.
J. Cole trash, because he don't want to be the best rapper
Cut
in the
it
world.
out. Cut it
Yo,
out.
relax, man. You always trying to go clickbait with it.
Cut it out, man.
Yo,
Cut it out.
Fuck that. You J. Cole. Do you see when that nigga dropped that Omega my listen and that, bro, we thought he was back with a vengeance. And he was back.
he didn't drop the album yet.
Huh?
He's still making his list. You know, his album didn't drop yet. He's making his list. That's your long as heck. His album gonna drop and then
the song wasn't even as hot as the clip.
So you telling me J. Cole trash?
No, he trying to say.
I'm not.
He ain't standing on it. He want all Christians to stand on it, but he want to be flip floppy.
Exactly.
Yo, no. I'm not meaning literally trash. I mean that nigga any old trash. over here at NEO Podcast, we have a thing that we say trash. And it may be not trash, but nigga, it's NEO trash, so it's trash. Over here at the NEO Podcast.
I understood what he said.
Yeah, I did.
That's why, you know why he understood? Because he's an NEO boy.
Yeah.
This ain't for me to explain. This is for you to understand. Yeah, dig.
Oh.
Here we go.
Okay.
Yo, but J. Cole didn't drop that album after that line yet.
By the way.
Huh?
J. Cole didn't drop the album that he was making the list with.
Yo, it's mad niggas I be looking for that said they was gonna hold this shit down and bar niggas up and get niggas together, and they haven't done it.
Yo, speaking of barring niggas,
Only person who did it was a nigga who started that shit with Kendrick Lamar, who said, I'm coming to eat y'all niggas up. And the only person who responded with that fire was Joel Ortiz.
Joe Budden
Y'all
responded.
still won't get that nigga no credit.
Because he can't make a song, man.
He can spit.
He can't make a hit song.
Dude, crazy.
There's a difference. And that's some niggas is, shit. Styles P can't get a hit song to save his life.
He did, though.
He did.
We know he's capable.
But that nigga's
That was him by himself.
No,
yeah.
Smash.
No, but that's one song. But what I'm saying is that song is not why. Yo, that nigga Styles P is a superstar to us, to niggas like us, and he's come. That's his demographic. That's what he was going for. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it was. I'm sure that nigga love a number one a Drake run. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck wouldn't? What?
It's hard to do.
Oh yeah. That's ridiculous.
That's hard.
That's ridiculous.
That's hard to do.
I mean, yo, and niggas really well, no, I ain't gonna say that. Yeah,
Just get ghostwriters and stuff.
Huh?
hire mad writers. Get up in
there. You go. See waves. There you go. See, I can see, man.
Get you
lit. So when you want to hit.
Hey yo, Quentin.
Stop it.
Hey yo, I got this dope ass writer. His name's Split Sheet. Holla at that nigga.
Oh, that's that fat nigga.
Yeah, that's that fat nigga.
Oh.
He a beast. Yeah. Split Sheet.
Split Sheet got something on your project already?
Nah.
Yo, you working on a project right now?
Yeah.
When is that coming out, you know?
Nah, because I don't know, in the fashion, I'm still working on the project, you know what I'm saying? So before, I'm going to get it done first, and then I'm going to work on the rollout to release to it if I get ahead of myself. But yeah, it's going to be dope, though. It's going to be dope.
Yo, I just realized you sent me Deja Vu mad long ago.
Yeah. Mad long ago.
Mad.
No, minute ago.
That's crazy.
Oh, that job's funny. I ain't even get it.
Yo, I think Split Sheet got it.
You think Split Sheet got it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call
How y'all feel about that?
Well, ghostwriting?
Yeah.
I got a different opinion, I think, from everyone else.
I think y'all want me to say my opinion first?
Yeah.
All right, so I think it depends on your angle. If you're a nigga who says, no, I don't even think it depends. If you want to be successful, I don't see nothing wrong with it. You feel what I'm saying? But if you want to be an authentic nigga and this, that, and the third, then I think, it ain't for you. But hey, niggas who be talking about they writing, there's no nigga out here, bro, that is a major superstar that didn't get that. If that's the case,
Kendrick.
Look at these niggas' credits.
Yo, maybe Kendrick, because he takes so long to put out music.
Let's see.
Really penning it.
Let me see if it's only a writer's credit on Kendrick Lamar product.
It ain't, because you got the song. I mean, the producers and everybody gonna go in there, and the samples gonna go in there with the writers.
It's gonna say written by.
Yeah, and then it's gonna say everybody, and especially if he samples a song, they're gonna be in there too.
Mm.
That's why it was a trillion writers on Drake stuff. He had his own writers, and then he was sampling stuff. It was crazy.
Too crucial, man.
Yo, why you think about getting you some writers?
Go ahead. No, wait. Let's see what Mike think.
ghostwriting, right?
You can go ahead and get Scrooge a ghostwriter.
Now we know he don't do
hits. Make some hits.
He don't do that, but
he might need a ghostwriter though.
To get a hit, yeah.
Get that sauce.
Yeah.
To need it.
Need it? Yeah.
You said to get a hit.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
I don't even.
I couldn't be no rapper because
I don't feel no type of way about ghostwriting.
I'll be buying songs on SoundCloud.
I don't feel no type of way about it. I feel no. I'm talking about zero. I don't give a fuck. I like the song. I don't know behind the scenes.
Yo, I really was hurt though when I heard those Quentin Miller. I was hurt, bro.
I would feel the same way if that came out.
Yo, I wasn't hurt because Quentin Miller, low key, this nigga, it ain't even low key. That nigga trash. He ain't even like any old trash. No,
I like him though.
Huh?
I like Quentin Miller.
That nigga's not Drake.
Of course.
That nigga get no burn in this ride.
We already gave him burn anyway, so.
I'm talking about this ride. You did that.
Yeah, I did. I rock with
Yeah, and it's okay. We spent a whole 30 minutes shitting on him. That's fine. But I'll take Drake over Quentin Miller. That's
not in a debate, man.
But that's not even the same song, my nigga. Like, Beyonce take real songs. You get what I'm saying? That To the Left song, that Neo wrote, nigga, his song went exactly like that.
Yeah.
Drake, the Quentin Miller song is two totally different things.
Nah, some of them are, the one verse was the same on 10 Bands and Rico. That was almost the same up until the end, and then we was like, oh, okay. But it was the sauce, yo. That he had the sauce, yo. Quentin it was like a cocky nigga, I don't care about nothing type sauce that Drake didn't have at the time.
Right.
And that space in this rap, that space, you know how he spaced out all his lyrics? Yeah. I don't know why did he?
Hey.
Going sick.
Does that take you out of the GOAT conversation though?
Huh?
It'll take anybody else but Drake out of that conversation.
Here we go.
It'll take anybody else but Drake out of that conversation. Word life.
Yo, Drake.
Anybody else but him.
Drake might be the GOAT, man.
And it's only because you listen to the songs that he had the ghostwriters on that we know of.
That we know of.
Hey, yo. Okay. So before
you always cutting somebody off in the middle of their point. So if they take all the songs that he had ghostwriters on that we know of, it didn't even mean nothing. 10 Bands. It ain't even the type of music he make. You know what I'm saying? 10 Bands. What was the other junk?
And then for me, those ain't the songs that that make Drake to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The real Drake songs, I'm just say Aubrey Graham and whatever the producer name in them.
40.
Whichever one.
Yeah.
Yo, so I got a question. When it comes to influence,
Oof.
top 5.
Top 5 influence in hip hop.
Let's define influence though. We had
we did have this conversation.
Everybody.
Stop saying everybody, man.
Nigga, everybody got tattoos and grew dreads when Lil Wayne did it.
That's influence.
That's influence. That's what I mean by influence. When Nipsey Hussle died, everybody stopped eating pork and being vegan.
Stop saying that, man. You keep saying that. That's not a fact.
That's a fact.
No, it's not, nigga. When Nipsey Hussle died, everybody went vegan and stopped eating pork. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, there's a lot of people who changed their lives once Nipsey Hussle died.
Oh, man.
Nowhere
There's a lot
near
of
the
people.
amount of niggas
There's
that
a
got
lot of people
tattoos and
that. There's a
dreads.
lot of people that follow Dr. Giuseppe and the Dr. Giuseppe brand because of Nipsey Hussle.
Way more niggas got tattoos and dreads.
Yeah.
Okay.
And became running backs too. Like, you need tattoos and dreads to be a running back. So
Yeah.
So who else though? Jay-Z?
Jay-Z
What
definitely.
influence did Jay-Z had? The New York Yankee?
Button ups.
yeah, when he was hot, we were doing whatever Jay said.
Yep.
And whatever he said.
Button up.
When he was hot.
All that.
Button up jerseys.
Button up jerseys.
But I'm saying button up, comma, jerseys. You gotta say comma.
Said comma.
You can make commas hot.
Yeah.
Definitely Jay.
I don't know, man. Lil Wayne the most influential, bro.
I mean, this is going to be a debate right here, but
And probably Kanye.
nah, another one. Big Boy with the jerseys. If you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But Fab.
Man.
Big Boy definitely was doing that before Fab. If you know, you know. But Fab made it fly. Made it a trend.
Did he?
Yeah,
For
definitely.
the East Coast, though, probably.
Yeah.
Because you got to go back.
That influences a kind of a universal fly.
Now, when he has the ability to.
Yeah.
Back then, it was
And then
just
it probably
regional.
was just the East Coast. Yeah, probably.
I mean, but I'm sure at this point we're talking about overall influence, right? We're not just talking about.
I don't think niggas is trying to dress like Fab now.
I think niggas can't afford to dress like Fab, but I think niggas publicly have been on, especially the nigga like DJ Envy, who was like, yo, niggas been trying to dress like Fab for years. You feel what I'm saying? And like niggas just.
I
That
think
nigga
so,
Fab
because
is
he had the
exclusive
exclusive
nigga.
jerseys, man. Them jerseys he had.
He had that Aaliyah jersey. Disgusting.
MTV award joint.
Oh, my
This
God.
nigga had Ray Finkel. Ace Ventura.
Oh,
Ray
my
Finkel.
God. You're taking
Miami
it too
Dolphins
far.
jersey. What are
You're
we
taking it
talking
too far.
about?
He's taking it too far.
He was going.
Oh man, that nigga Fab is. I don't know who else. I don't know.
Influence.
Hey yo, can I ask you a question? And a lot of people going. This gonna be a big one for niggas.
Time check.
Yeah.
Is Nas a disappointment?
A disappointment.
As far as what?
An artist, nigga. Like you know what I'm saying? When I say disappointed, I mean I'm talking about when I look at the niggas we grew up with, the niggas that are still relevant now to me in my head are kind of like the still niggas that survived and we kind of expected to still be. You know what I'm saying? Like I still think Nas was still one of the greatest rappers ever. But can he do that now? Can he survive it? That kind of says something about, to me, I don't know how to explain. It's almost like Allen Iverson. I feel like Allen Iverson should have grew up to be his name should have been as big as LeBron James. I feel like he should have. I should feel like he should have had longevity within the NBA.
Shit.
I feel like LeBron James should have had longevity in the NBA. I mean, Allen Iverson.
He couldn't, though.
But
Why?
he stayed in trouble. He
the bad boy.
Yeah.
LeBron he playing the rules. He playing the game.
Yeah, he's playing the game. That's why Besides the talent.
Yeah.
He playing
the corporate game. He playing the corporate game.
Yeah.
And that's why he's
Allen-
good. You know what I'm saying?
I'm from VA.
And he's squeaky
I don't
clean.
care.
He with his wife. He with his kids. He's
Yeah.
perfect to be like the face of whatever.
Yeah.
This
Allen
dude,
Iverson?
Allen Iverson would. Nah, yo, I'm gonna wear long shorts. Y'all not about to put me in them small shorts, my G.
Felt that nigga on that though.
I know, but he was like, yo, the littlest stuff, you sitting there going sick.
Oh man.
What's the time check?
126 for mine.
Yeah. Because we had 10 minutes.
Yo, what
Hey yo, this is CBD too. There's no THC in this and that. I'm lying.
I'm about to call you out right now. I'm about to call your ass out.
I'm lying, man.
Oh, you lying? Yeah. You know.
That's funny.
You know, man.
Hey, yo, man, we had a good podcast, though, man. Y'all got anything else? Y'all try to wrap it up? What?
Nah, go ahead and give us the good word of the day, Brian Ways.
Brian Ways, where can everybody find you at?
Yeah.
After you give a good word of the day.
You said a good word of the day. Y'all wanna what type of word we talking about? Like a physical word, or you talking
Hey,
about?
yo, say something positive.
You say what? You met your PCF cutting out. Mo got Boost Mobile. Mo, come back.
Oh, man.
Oh, just stuck there. Yo, look.
Oh,
Hey,
oh,
what he thinking about right now?
He's sweating. That's what he's thinking about. Where my napkin? Where my napkin at?
Oh, man.
Yo, what happened just now? My whole junk just froze up.
No, this nigga was stuck. He appeared. He just appeared out of nowhere.
Yo, that was funny.
That
Oh,
was-
my God, that was funny.
That was funny, man.
But, yeah, like a positive word of the day.
That was hot in this office.
I haven't called the cup.
You know you got a bunch of positive words in that ball head.
Not really. It's gonna
All
sound.
right. I got a better question. Or what do you want the people to get from your music? And from your what you want the people to get from your music, and what do you want to stand for, if you know what you stand for right now?
Yeah. So what I want people to get from my music is just being themselves in any way, shape, or form. However you feel like expressing yourself, you know what I'm saying? Do that because it's healthy. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop yourself from expressing yourself because you don't know how people are gonna feel about it and whatnot. You don't know how people are gonna receive it. So don't stop yourself from freely expressing what you have going on. And then what I want to stand for really ties into that too. Just being yourself, being passionate about what you do, and understanding that sacrifices are going to have to get made along the way in order for you to get to what you want. So, yeah.
Nice.
Word. That's good.
Yo, we're going to go out to Brian Waves.
Yeah, which one you think? Deja Vu?
Yeah, Deja Vu, yeah.
All right. So we're going to go out to Deja Vu.
Where can everybody find you at, bro?
Everybody can find me at Brian Waves on IG, Twitter, Facebook too as well, on all platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, all that, SoundCloud, link in the bio, you know what I'm saying? Follow me, holla at me. Mo still can't out-rap me, but that's on for another topic.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Me neither.
You see them look at me?
Let's go.
Mo like Wale.
He look like Wale?
Nah, he more like Wale.
Yeah,
Hey, yo, you got it, young brother. You got it.
Yeah. Appreciate you. I know.
Yo, anytime he start fixing his shirt like that, you know he lost the battle. All right, y'all. We're going to see y'all next week.
All right, yo. Y'all have a good day. Good
podcast, man.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Don't hang up. Don't hang up, though. Don't hang up.